Here we go.
Finally, Quintus!
Who's this guy?
Who's this Quintus
Not
guy,
Thomas.
you ask?
Finally, Quintus is in the show.
Well, Eric, the floor is yours.
Okay. This is the recap, people. Wait a minute.
Should we fill the silence again? Should we talk? No?
Blessed Aedon, hear my pleas. I am in dire need of your guidance as we ascend the mineshaft back to the surface. I am beset by doubt. The sorceress Oddleaf wittingly ignores your holiness and questions your existence even though you have bestowed her with your blessings. How can I help you make her see that she has been touched by your divine hand? At first I refused to believe the rumors. One of our blessed angels taking the guise of a mere mortal? But in the depths of these minds I saw the miracle with my own eyes. Oddleaf sprouted angelic wings and radiated Aedonite energy, the likes of which I have not yet encountered before in any mortal being. But why does she not accept you with her entire heart and soul? Has she perhaps forgotten who she is? To make matters worse, I have the greatest difficulty with becoming part of this group. My constant conflict with Oddleaf is taking its toll, and the only true fellow Aedonite, Brother Bowen, questions his faith constantly and challenges me on all that I hold true and dear. And my decision to inform the church of the blasphemous structure hidden deep inside the caverns below only furthers the rift that has already been there. The only members who seem to accept me are Sir Gunther and Solwing. Gunther and I will never be close friends, but he and I share a warrior code that few of the group understand. He awaits our return to Standel, where I shall greet him as an equal. The Everend Solwing has a wisdom which even most of my fellow Aedonites lack. I know you have blessed him with your holy light in the guise of this sun deity. I hope that you can guide both gentlemen to vouch for me and convince the rest of the group of the good that will come of this alliance. The church has put me on this path with your strength, wisdom, and in some cases, extreme patience, and I will continue this task which has been given to me. I hope the mood in the group will improve once we are met by the grateful mining community, who will eventually see the error of their ways and their godless existence and embrace your holy light. Amen.
Awesome.
That was awesome.
I kind of wandered off.
So yeah, you guys still find yourselves in the caverns below Standel, caverns below the mines of Standel, actually. You already left the structure behind, right?
Yes.
Yeah, we did.
So all you have to do is make your way back up to the top.
Okay.
I turn around and say, shall we put a light on my shield again? Because that worked great the last time.
I absentmindedly touch his shield and cast light on it.
Nice. Then it lights up with the holy light of not Aedon, right?
Yeah. So I yeah. Oh. But well, anyway, I can go into that.
We're all flabbergasted. That
Also,
Eric took-
this is not your shield, if I remember correctly. This one you salvaged on your way down because yours shattered.
No. I got it from Alterleaf.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yep.
I was wearing an Aedon shield, which
yeah,
I
that's
gave
true.
to him, and I took the shield with. I can't remember.
I
It
think
was
it was
a-
the Standel.
Yeah,
signature.
just a Standel emblem or something.
no, I
The
think
shield
it's
that
a
we
Crimson
found
Sun emblem on it.
Oh, yeah, Crimson Sun.
Ah,
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
Crimson Sun. Yeah, also cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Yeah,
So-
it's been a while.
Because I
quick
don't want to
quiz.
give the intention of not knowing what has just transpired and all of the adrenaline that went through our bodies as we had a discussion about what we were going to tell and not to tell. I remember the discussion kind of vaguely, but Bowen suddenly ignores everybody and turns around and to see if everybody will follow, and if not, he turns around again to start the discussion up again. But he's making a hard turn, so to say.
Yeah, Oddleaf is with you. She's also in silence, just walking with you towards the elevator, hoping that there's only a room on the elevator platform or the stairs for 3 people.
Well,
and
you first have to make your way up through the moral caverns before you actually reach the mine shafts, and then you have to make your way to the elevator, etc. But before we do that, quick quiz for bonus XP. What is the name of the NPC that is with you?
Insert NPC name
Elder.
here.
Fellow ranks.
Velder is correct.
Damn it.
Yes!
You get 200 bonus XP.
Nice.
Also, XP is useless because I use milestone XP.
Actually, Jasper, I like that idea of calling NPCs after our friends. So, Roger, keep that in mind.
Yeah, sure.
We have a lot of awesome friends, and we can use their names for awesome NPCs.
That's true.
Ash.
Because everybody is so quiet, I start whistling a simple tune just to ease up the silence a little bit.
Cool.
Yep.
Yeah, so you make your way through the moral caverns. Most notably, those crystal shards you saw on the way down here have all dimmed and are not glowing anymore. Or some of them have a faint residue of light in it, but it's not as bad as it was, like crackling with energy and lightning shooting everywhere. It's it seems much more quiet and much less tense as you make your way up.
As we walk along the cavern corridors, I tap one of the crystals and I say to everybody, so this is what it looks like when you save the world and nobody knows about it.
I guess so.
And as nobody else seems to really be registering what I'm saying, I keep on walking.
But what do you mean, Owen?
We just saved the world. And if it had grown for a longer time, everybody would have seen the influence of these crystals on the surface of this world and would have gotten an inkling of the danger they had been in. But instead, they now have to believe our words when we are going to tell them that we are not going to tell them. But if we could have told them that we had saved the world, and probably no one would have believed us because, it's just us entering a mine and possibly saving some people from electric morals.
And what you're saying is that entire story looks like a dark cave.
Yeah.
Well, Aedon has witnessed our actions, and that is the only reward we need, Bowen.
Yeah, I kind of know that. Yeah. And I think I must agree, but,
Let's just be happy that it never reached the surface.
Yeah, and you could also
Hopefully.
argue that we didn't save the world, but saved ourselves, right?
no, that just sounds plainly wrong. We saved the world.
And me.
And you, of course.
Holy shit, who's that?
It's Felder.
Mm.
Anyway, let's move on.
Yeah, so eventually you you reach that room where you relieve that guard of his suffering, and make your way towards the elevator, and go up.
Wasn't there one still alive?
Yeah,
As
but
in,
we
did we send him up by himself, or did
No,
we
no,
leave
we
him here
sent-
to wait for us?
no, we sent a message for other people to pick them up. I flew
Yeah.
up to
Yeah.
tell them that.
He's gone. He's not here anymore.
All right.
Okay, there's not a trail of blood, right?
No, but he wasn't that bloody to begin with, because it was like crystals were growing out of him and stuff.
Okay, there's not a trail of crystals, right?
No.
Okay.
So, Elder, you're sure you want to do this? Stay here, man the outpost.
Well, yeah, I think someone has to, right? I mean, I'm not sure how it all works, but people were there for a reason.
I think so too, and I think it's an important reason.
And that floating orb thing said that there would come some relief at some point, but until then, better to man the posts.
Yeah.
And gives me a great opportunity to meet whoever is using those
and maybe
monitoring
learn
stations. Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, if my master agrees, I'm not sure I will be happy to, but I'm curious enough to give it a try.
All right. Yeah. Well,
Let's move.
I'll bring you back if you want to go into the outpost.
Yeah. Let's first talk it over with my master.
Because it seems that I'm now the only one that can open the door.
Yeah,
And if you are in there,
I think I'm stuck in there for at least what was it, little shy of 100 days.
well, I assume that you might be able to leave, but then you won't be able to go back in again.
Yeah, unless we convince the sphere to let me go in.
Yes. All right. Well, let's continue up then.
It doesn't take much longer after you climb the elevator. Before you see actual daylight.
I have one more question
Daylight?
before
Yeah, it
we
should be daylight.
exit the elevator, if that's possible.
Yeah.
Do you have a magical means to contact us, or any means, maybe?
I can send simple messages to people I know, yeah. But
Would
I
you-
don't think you can reply unless you have the same means to do something like that.
No, but if you're going to stay there, and something extraordinary or something weird happens concerning the corruption levels that you can see there, would you notify us?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Yes.
Thanks.
And just when something happens in general, you can always message me, and if we are able, we'll come to your aid if it's needed as fast as possible.
Well, yeah, I appreciate that. That's kind of a relief. Also, I mean, Rekmar is quite a powerful mage as well, even though he doesn't show it much.
So yeah, maybe he can help out. I mean, we have to tell him anyway.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I would trust him to tell. I would trust this story to him.
Indeed.
Right. Let's go up.
Yes.
Well, so you go up, and at some point you're greeted by actual daylight. your eyes take a moment to adjust, but then you can see quite clear. There's a bunch of Crimson Sun soldiers outside, including the normal guard of the mines. But the first one that approaches you is the captain. You talked to her earlier, Captain Peyton.
Yeah, she was the one that didn't want us to enter, and then as soon as trouble started, she wanted us to enter to save her.
Well, yeah,
That one.
exactly. You were talking to her, and she was denying you access, and then the moral came, and you disposed of those, and then she was much obliged to send you in.
Yeah, that's fine. So I immediately step forwards and give a polite nod, but then say in an almost sneering tone, not sneering, but it's,
Snarky?
yeah, a snarky tone, like we took care of the problem for you, or it seems like we took care of the problem.
Oh, yeah, thank you very much. You saved the life of at least one of my soldiers, and I see that you recovered Valder as well. He waves in the background.
At those words, her face actually becomes solemn, and then she says, "I'm sorry we weren't able to save more."
Yeah, well, from what I heard from Private Charles over there, is that it was a miracle that you saved him at all.
I
So
think we have
we
Bowen.
kind of, after hearing his stories, we kind of zoomed that everyone, including yourselves, when you didn't return for the night, were dead.
Well, we weren't dead, luckily, and
I suppose, yeah.
we have Bowen's healing powers to thank for the soldier being alive still. All the glory goes to Bowen for that feat.
Yeah, well, I think it was kind of a combination of quick thinking and divine inspiration coming from my part. I don't feel like I was merely a conduit, I think. But could also have been just me. I'm not
Yes.
certain about that right now.
Just take a compliment when you're given one, Bowen. You did very well.
Thank you.
Sorry for the interruption, but I'm forgetting something, and I need chat's help and your help again. I wanted to get some background ambient music stuff.
Yes.
I forgot to turn it on, so I'm gonna do that now. So let's try this, and chat needs to tell me if it's noticeable or too loud, too soft, anything in between.
Whoa, I hear the music. Is that right?
Yeah.
It is loud on our. It is.
Yeah, but you can change that for yourselves in Foundry.
Yes. Awesome.
But I don't know how it sounds on stream because I can't hear that. If it's
I
even
can
on
see
stream.
it.
Oh, where is it?
What?
I think I'm now hearing it
it's
from
with
other
you.
people.
Yeah, me too. Me
Where can I
too.
turn it off?
If you go into Foundry, there's this musical note at the top right. Click
Now
on
I
that,
hear it.
and then you should have a slider there for volume controls.
Foundry? I don't have a Foundry.
And you're hearing it.
Yeah, you have Foundry. You're logged in. I can see you. You're still called Thomas.
Oh, wait.
You can
Foundry.
hit the music note and do the playlist volume control.
Ah, that's beautiful.
This
Okay.
is awesome. I like having music.
Sorry, I
in
thought
our sessions.
Ninja was Foundry and Foundry was Ninja.
Nice.
Perfect. To me, some sort of super awesome mix.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Well,
You hear some birds chirping and some.
Yeah, it's from it's a track from Tabletop Audio.
Yes, we should
So,
definitely
all credits to them.
maybe add their banner do their overlay or something.
Oh yeah, we should do that in a future show. 'cause
Awesome.
I
Yeah.
haven't done it right now. Anyway, let's get back into it. Yeah, so
If,
you're
if,
standing
if
there.
it gets too loud, sorry, just before we get back into it, if it gets too loud or too soft, just mention in chat and then
Yeah.
Roger can adjust in time.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you're standing there talking with Captain Peyton when you see another contingent of soldiers and two more prominent figures come down into the quarry. Of those prominent figures, once were clearly a female wearing a pretty extravagant dress with a white sleeveless long coat worn over it. And the person at her side is a male, human, both, with a orange robe with some fur linings, like on his collar and in his hood. It is a bit, rich. They're clothed richly, both of them.
Is it a recognizable way of dressing?
For you, it is, especially the lady in red. Because especially when she comes closer, you recognize her for sure. She is part of the Queen's court and even of the Queen's inner council. She's known to you as Lady Victoria Newspring, which is also the name of her family. She is she's a archmage of Heldron.
I'm just going to quickly check. Can I make notes in Foundry?
You should be able to, yes.
Do I do that on my character sheet?
No,
Yes.
yeah, and you could create your own journal entries, I think, if you click at the book. But maybe even in your character sheet, it might be better.
Create journal entry, yeah. No,
Do they wear any...
Oh,
sorry.
Can you repeat her name one more time?
Yeah, her full title is Arc Kineticist Victoria Newspring. Kineticist depicting her the type of magical discipline she's specialized in.
Yeah. What do I know about her?
Well, when she draws closer, all of you can see her pretty well. She has dark brown hair. It's tied to a knot on the back of her head. She wears a tight, bright red dress and a white sleeveless long coat over it, which looks kind of weird in a way. On the back of that white long coat, there's a golden embroidery of Heldron's royal insignia, which is a crown held between two rivers that converge in the south and then stream down. She wears a lot of golden jewelry, and in her hands she holds a long, thin golden staff that ends in a clasp with a gigantic pearl on its top. For those that have that aptitude, it feels very, very magical. She is a member of the royal court, like I said, but also of the Queen's inner council, or the Queen's council, it's just called. So she advises the Queen on magical matters in the land. You know her, and you know that she knows you as well.
All right. But I want to. What do I know about her? What are her likes or dislikes? How's my relation? What is
your relation with her? Is
how is she?
Strained, to put
is
it
she loved
politely.
or not?
She is. Well, loved might not be the. She's a very intimidating woman, and she's admired. But whether it's from love or fear,
she's respected.
She's respected at the
All
very
right.
least.
Yeah. Yes.
And she holds a high position at court.
Capable.
Oh yeah, very powerful. Like she's used to scare the hell out of you. I'm not sure how it's now because you're a lot older than the last time you saw her, probably. But she always knew that you had some magical aptitude as well. And she disliked that you were dabbling in it without any proper actual training.
Okay, so that's the reason of our strain then.
Yeah,
The
because
strain.
apart from her position at court, she's also at the head of the Mages Guild in Halderon.
Yeah.
Like she's part of. They also have kind of a council with one archmage from every discipline at its head, and she's a professor there as well who teaches her students in the ways of magic.
Before you go any further, might I have heard from her because of my magical studies in the cloister?
Well, the person you learned from was from Brentwick, and he was kind of independent. He was not. He might. Yeah, it could have been that he was part of a mage guild at some point, but you yourself never were. At least.
In any of the scrolls there or books or
Well,
royal?
you might have seen her name, but never her appearance, at least.
Okay, yeah.
The fact that she wears red as a mage does signify something. Same as that the other person is wearing orange. Those usually determine what kind of specialization they have. Their colors don't determine that, but the specialization determines the colors they wear. That makes sense.
Yeah.
It's not like you put on a red dress and all
So
of a
there are
sudden
two
you're a
mages.
kineticist.
No,
You're a
sadly, no.
kineticist, and then you start wearing red dresses.
Would be awesome, but no.
Yeah.
Because I would wear a prismatic robe or something. That's,
Yes. Yeah.
Do we notice
rainbow robe.
I'm ultraviolet.
Do we notice anything about Oddleaf exchanging glances or anything? Oddleaf, can you describe how you feel and how you look at her?
Make me a. Can he make like an? Because there's
Insight?
different things going through
It's an
my
insight
mind.
check.
So if you make an insight check, then based on your roll, I can tell you what you see.
Oh, yeah.
Is that cool?
Yeah,
Is that
that's-
something
That's
that
low.
we-
That's
You
6
get the
or
first roll. First roll of the year, and it's a 6.
Oh no, Oddleaf
no, it's a
seems
7. Sorry, 7.
7. Oddleaf seems in total control. Of course. As she has been. You see no notable
Right.
change except that she stops as soon as she sees the mage.
Okay, then I don't even know if you. I don't even register that you know her. So
No.
okay.
One other thing. So there are two mages, right?
Yeah.
They are both mages.
Do we know what the orange means?
Yeah, orange would denote him as a
Necromancer.
no, a manifester.
Manifester. Okay.
What is the church's?
Those are some different kinds of titles than I would have expected.
And he is
Yeah, I
not.
know, right? That's,
And he's not. He's not familiar to me.
no, not directly. You might have seen him around, but no, he's not as prominent a figure as she is.
It's not worthwhile to remember.
No, and with her at his side, he's clearly here in some assisting capacity.
Yeah.
Okay.
But both of them don't look like they were dressed to travel or anything. But yeah.
They were dressed to impress. What is the church's viewpoint on the church's stand on the Mages Guild? So on yeah.
Well, any person with that much power that doesn't come from Aedon, it's hard to trust them, isn't it?
Yeah, they should be put to the stake. Okay.
Well, no, that's a bit extreme, but tread carefully. They can be dangerous.
Yeah,
And
that
the
can
church
be.
would rather have them as friends than foes.
Yeah, that's true.
But they're a very separate entity from the church.
Yeah.
Okay. As soon as they approach, I'm assuming that they are approaching us. So
Yeah.
we are standing still at the moment, and as soon as we are in sort of communication distance where we can clearly see each other and hear each other, I make a deep courtly curtsy. And when I come back up, I say, what would be the correct address? Like,
There's
I
multiple.
wouldn't just say Victoria, I assume.
No. It's either Milady New Spring or Archmage.
Yeah, my lady, I like that. Okay. So I curtsy, come back up, and I say, my lady New Spring, what a pleasure to see you here.
Aha, an acquaintance. And my lady?
We are familiar with each other. This is Arch-Kineticist Victoria New Spring
Ah,
of the Royal Court of Oleron.
I make a courtly bow.
well, this is odd. I come here to deal with some magical crisis, and I'm being introduced by the very blue-haired raven of the Helderon court. It's been a while, Old Leaf.
Indeed, much has changed. We've both grown a bit older, it seems. And I say, we arrived here 2 days ago. We slept once in the inn, and we arrived here 3 days ago. And when some of the problems started,
Problems.
Yes,
It is good.
I'm sorry. And we went to investigate, and it seems like we might have solved it.
Did you know?
Well, I certainly hope so, because people were dying. It was a very serious matter.
It was. Otherwise, the Queen wouldn't have sent me. And you're sure that everything's dealt with then?
Well, I would be happy to tell you anything you might wish to know.
I think that is a good idea. But first, I will talk to the captain over here. And then we should see if we can talk somewhere more private. Miss Ravensfinger.
We were currently on our way to the village here to return the blacksmith's or the runesmith's apprentice to his master. You might be able to find us there, if that pleases you.
Not really, no. No, you will find me in. I'll be staying at one of the inns. I will be staying at the Chalice.
Ah, yes. Obviously, I meant we could meet in the village. I did not presume you would go actively hunt the streets to find me. I will see you at the Chalice. Let's say tonight around 8.
Yes, I'll send Harrison here down to come and fetch you. Be sure to bring your friends.
A pleasure. I will.
You keep some interesting company, it seems.
I take a look around.
Well, you can learn all you wish to know about them tonight.
Did she ever?
I'm looking forward to it, and I make another curtsy, and then motion to the rest to.
She nods her head in response. And,
This is the first time she does it, right?
what curtsies?
Yeah, like I haven't heard her reacting to any curses, so she's obviously feeling high and mighty versus Oddleaf. But like everybody was bowing, but she wasn't, right? Until now.
Victoria, you mean?
Yeah, Victoria. I mean.
No, she doesn't
No,
bow. She
no,
nods
no.
her head.
Yeah, but
That's
she
it.
only did it now. She
Yeah.
didn't do it in the proper introduction, so I
No.
haven't bowed to her yet, and I even imitate her slight bow exactly. Like
Okay.
I didn't bow deeply. I just did a courtesy bow, so I didn't go through the knees and my
You
nose
say,
on the
blessed
floor.
be
Just,
Aedon.
Can you do that again? It's hard with an 8-pointed star. Yeah.
Looks cool though.
Yeah, she goes on to talk with Captain Peyton, who she seems quite overwhelmed to be in such company. The person at her side seems kind of bored with the whole situation, and is just looking around, not really paying attention to anything that is said.
Yeah, he's a nobody. That's why I can't remember his name. I think that I saw him before, but
And she called him Harrison, so
Harrison.
yeah.
That's true.
Are
He's a
you guys
weasel.
okay with the meeting in front of the door? Because I really need to stretch my wings after all this underground stuff.
Sure. If you don't have any questions or things to say, we will see you back in the village, the runesmith's place.
Yeah. I'll just fly there, but I really need to spread my wings for a little bit. It's been too long.
Grant,
then
we'll see you there.
Imagine that, Oddrief, running into someone familiar.
Well, imagine that indeed.
Oh, what is with cameras? Her.
Do you think I can ask her about spells and stuff? Because
I'm sure you can. She was known as although respected, she is a bit of a harsh woman, and although respected, maybe not liked by all. Her personality is a bit on the
well, I'm
strict
just after her
side.
spells, not after her personality, so that's okay.
But you're always free to ask. She might feel it is beneath her to teach you the spells and would recommend you join the academy in Halderon, as she has tried to do so many times with me.
Well, maybe
Of course, we will meet her tonight for dinner and drinks, and we will tell her all that we know. Isn't that right?
Wait, what?
I'm sorry, what?
Okay, sure.
No, we
that.
shall not.
Oh, we shall not, Quintus. Why shall we not?
Wait, I'm confused. You said we were going to tell her everything.
Oh, I was assuming that we would just tell everyone everything.
No.
Okay, sure.
I will be
But
telling
that's
you
something different that you said below than what you said below.
Sorry?
When we were underground, you said we shouldn't tell anybody about anything.
Well, yes, but it seems that some of our group thought otherwise. So let's discuss, shall we? Quintus, what do you think we should tell the Archmage here?
Well, I do not trust mages as much as I do trust the church, but...
Hey, hello. I'm a mage.
Yeah, but you are not one of the lot. I'm sorry, I will be informing the church, as I said before. What do you want to do with the Archmage is your business.
Fair enough. Well,
Are we or are we not going? I'm confused right now.
You hear the sun song from somewhere in the distance in the
I'll tell you honestly, Bowen, that I do not know what we should tell the Archmage. I think it will be very difficult to... Well, never mind. Lying is not your forte anyway. I think it will be very difficult to withhold any information from her.
Why would she use her magic to gather the information if we...
Well, I wouldn't put it past her, but she is in her position for a reason. She might not need to use her magic to learn everything we know about anything.
Well, okay. Let's see how it goes. I've got... okay, so here's what I will be doing. I'm just going to talk about other stuff.
Well, maybe what you should be doing is, if I might suggest, is just answer her questions.
Okay. Sure.
That would be my advice. As in, don't start talking about anything. Just answer her questions.
Yes, I understand. So no, not telling my own story, so to say.
Well, if she asks you, you can tell.
I get a real Gandalf Pippin vibe right here. It's better you not speak at all.
Isn't it Mary? Anyway. Do we have to stay here, or let's go to the runesmith?
We are walking. I'm assuming we are.
Yeah,
talking.
I
Yeah,
was
yeah,
walking
we are
it as
We
well.
are walking, talking, walking. Walking.
Ah, here it is.
But
Question. If you arrive at the runery, I don't know how much time passed in the last minutes or something, but what I was trying to check while flying off was, do these royal people enter the mine after talking to the captain, or are they just talking to the captain and then return on their way home?
Yeah, you don't know because they are still talking to the captain
When the others all almost arrive, because I want to be there. I want to land with them, but I can check both. a bit.
Yeah. But no, she's staying there for quite a while, and at some point you actually see them go into the mines.
I do.
Yep.
Nice. Okay, thanks. Okay, then I land and I immediately look at Oddleaf and I say, they might find the thing because they're going into the mines.
I expect that they will. She might even be powerful enough to enter.
How? She's not an Aedonite. Or
I
is she?
know, but she is a very powerful archmage. So,
But does she have wings?
no, but I'm pretty sure that she could fly if she wanted to.
Still think that you need wings to open the thing.
Let's hope. And let's hope that she doesn't discover it. I whispered that last thing to Solwing.
Okay.
Quintus is hurriedly thinking about a postal service in Standel, so he can inform the church right away.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't trust those
Yes,
mages.
yes,
Come on.
right. But right now you're in front of Mardal's runery.
Yes, that's where we are.
And
Quintus, what are you looking down the street for? It's right here. Let's enter.
Yeah, let's go inside. Let's talk to
Yes.
the master of the house. That's,
Yeah, it's insert NPC name here. Is he still with us?
okay, that's
You're
minus
guiding him to
200
this
AXP,
place.
right? Yeah.
Calder.
Minus 1 milestone for
Yeah.
Eric.
No, it's Calder, but I just love his name right now. So.
Okay, well, what's the name of its master then?
Mr.
This is Mardal's runery.
Yeah, it is
Rekmar.
Maldars.
No, it's Rekmar. That's correct. Because it's named after his father.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Anyway.
as soon as you guys enter and he sees that Velder is with you, he comes from behind the counter and he runs up to him and says, "My boy!" And he grabs him in a tight hug. "Oh, they told me you were dead. I'm so glad you're alive. I'm so glad you're here. And you brought him back." He shouts at you. All of you.
We did.
Did we? Where did the little fucker come from?
I was happy that we were able to save him at least. There were others that were not so fortunate.
So heard. Come, let's go into the back room. I'll I'll grab you something to drink. What do you have? Tea? Not sure if I have that.
Do you have wine?
I do have some ale.
Yes, ale would be good for me. Thank you.
Ale would be fine.
Yeah.
Or
me.
I have coffee from Reggie.
Oh no,
Ooh,
no coffee.
coffee.
Yeah, original
no
gnomish
coffee
brew.
ever again.
I would like some coffee, please.
But it's gnomish coffee. It's the best.
It is.
I dislike being awake for too long. So
Very
Fair enough.
sweet.
Okay, I'll get something. You guys make yourself comfortable. Veldar showed them the way. I'll be right back.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks.
You're not hurt.
Hurt?
Yeah, you just said. I heard.
Okay, and he walks away.
Man, this language barrier, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, accents are not my thing.
Weird
Accents are definitely not Solwing's thing.
So you
Did
heard.
I say something
Or-
strange? I asked the rest.
yeah, sure.
I did. What was wrong?
Oh, okay. You asked us if you said something strange. Oh no,
Yeah,
you made a complete normal sentence, so there's no problem there. The only thing is you did misinterpret what he said.
So he's not hurt.
No.
No, he heard.
Heard,
But
not heard.
yeah, but I'm trying to make it sound differently so he understands that
and
there's
Solwing-
a difference.
Cocks his head a little bit and thinks, okay.
So
I-
it's
I
like
can-
hearing, but then not like that.
Yeah, I think
I wouldn't make too much fun of him though, because he can have a bad temper.
I'm not making fun of him at all. I actually thought he was hurt, and maybe Bowen could help him.
I could if I wanted to. I'll ask him.
So what about those -1 runes?
Oddleaf seems deep in thought. Like the gears in her head are turning and trying to figure something out.
Bowen doesn't pick up on that.
It's good. And it is obvious for those that want to see it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
Quintus says penny for your thoughts. If there is anything like a penny or a crown or a copper for your thoughts.
Crown for your thoughts is wow. Those are some expensive thoughts.
I think that the situation that we were in these past days is going to go beyond our direct influence.
You mean the mingling of the court? So
And that of the church. What do you think would happen to me, dear Quintus, when people figure out what I've done, or can do, or am?
Good
I don't
question.
know, probably the same thing as to me, right? They just take you in, give you some food, you let sleep for a night, and then you wander off.
Do you remember your first day in the church,
Solwing?
Solwing?
Yes, I do.
That
But-
wasn't a pleasant experience. I think it's more like that.
No, but that was after I met you guys. Before I met you guys, everybody was nice, and nobody tried to kill me.
okay, Quintus says to Oddleaf directly now, ignoring the conversation happening around me between Bowen and Solwing. I think that if you embrace the gifts that were given upon you and embrace where they came from, I
Dear
think
Quintus.
you would be accepted by the church. I think you would be heralded by the church.
Dear Quintus, if you still think that this is bestowed upon me by a god, then I think you haven't been paying too much attention I still don't know what I am. And I would like to find out. But I would like to find out on my own terms. And I do not wish to be with your church or with the court. I wish to be free to do what I want to do and follow my own path. And with everything that has happened to us in these past weeks, that has been more difficult than I'd ever thought possible, because it seems like we're thrown from one event into another, despite what we want. But if the church learns of this, or the Archmage takes too much interest in this and realizes my connection to it, then I think that any form of choice will be taken from me. And that is something that I will not accept.
And allow. We won't allow it.
Or allow.
Exactly. We won't allow that. But why would they try to force you to do things? You're free, right? And you were also royal, right? So
Well, you saw what he did in the core chamber, right? I mean, you were there.
you mean Oddleaf?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
Large factions will always do what large factions do. They will try to be better than the other large factions, and they will try to do that in any way
but like
possible, and any information or power becomes a weapon to that cause.
yeah, I understand that, but I don't see how, like, if you say no, I don't want to, then what can they do to force you?
they can simply force.
Yes.
Yeah, but then we fly away, and then what?
If
Against an archmage of her power, I think you underestimate what she will be able to do.
if I may,
Just assume that she can stop us if she so pleases.
So she's very dangerous to us.
She's very dangerous in general. I'm not saying she's necessarily dangerous to us. I'm not saying that she's evil. I'm not even saying that if they learn of me and would try to use me, that they would use it for evil purposes. Neither the church or the royal court or the ring of archmages, or I'm not saying that, but I am saying that it will not be my choice anymore. But Quintus, you were about to say something.
if you are what you think that, what I think that you are, then I don't think that's neither the church nor the mages guild. Sorry, mages, not guild, but well, mages guild,
Yeah.
Circle.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
fine. It's fine.
mages circle guild.
I don't have a better name for it.
No,
yet.
okay. So neither the church nor the mages guild can tell you to do anything, because you, in my, and this is my personal belief, so do not attack me just yet, but if you are one of the angels of Aedon, which I highly suspect you might be, then you are guided by the voice of Aedon, and you have your own will and your own, well, you are guided by his will, but you make decisions. You make your decisions.
Well, Aedon is all about free will, so that's
Okay, but we cannot make these decisions for you, because a higher power works through you. So I do not think that the church can make you do anything, because you are above the church if you are what I think you are. And as for the Mages Guild,
Sorry, continue.
as for the Mages Guild, again, if you are what I think that you are, and the Mages Guild will try to lay a hand on you, I will defend you with every power I have.
Well, I will thank you for that, but will you also defend me with any power you have against people of the church that would see harm or would try to use me for their own agenda?
I am here on behalf of the church, so what I say goes with this group, as long as I am with this group.
You seem to think that the church only has one goal and that everyone part of the church follows that one goal. But we have seen that there are people of Aedon that have their own goals, not necessarily bad, but people in small town, just small church, want a bigger church, for example.
Mhm.
That's their immediate goal. So they will try to do anything in their power to get to that.
Well, that's true.
We have seen when we were fighting near the big tree, all the can't come up with the word, all the rogues and bandits that
Mhm.
traveled to the other world. There were priests among them, priests of Aedon. They were enslaving people on another world.
I think some might have lost their way, and I
They still
do
got
a
their
careful
power.
They
glance.
still
towards
had their divine power.
I still, I say, I think some might have lost their way, and I do a careful glance towards Bowen and then back to Atlief. But I think most of the church will work towards this single goal and will work towards bettering this world by spreading the word of Aedon. I do think there are some factions within the church that have radicalized and must be rooted out.
What is the goal of the Church of Aedon?
Well, to stop evil spreading in the lands and to spread the word of Aedon.
Spreading the word of Aedon in itself is not a goal. That's a means toward a goal.
Well, my goal is stopping evil by all means necessary.
Your goal.
Yes. And that of my order.
I trust
Spreading
that.
the word of Aedon, you kind of know what he means by that, though. Like the active conversion of all non-believers into believers.
Yes, of course. But
Yeah,
that's
okay.
that's a means towards what's the goal of everyone believing in Aedon and living by his words.
Well,
You know what I think we should do?
Hmm?
We should tell a story. After this has all happened, we've got a great story, and it could become a book even. And that story is the story of Audrey following her own road between all these factions, and only she can decide if she connects to a certain faction or not. But before that, we have to find it out. She has to find out herself what her story is. I also think that she's kind of an angel of Aedon. Sorry, I'm talking about you in the third person. That you are also kind of an angel of Aedon, but I don't think that this will be affirmed by either you or me, Quintus, but it will be affirmed by events that are still in our future. And so I'm just hoping that by traveling together, by actually passing the hours, the days, the months, and so forth, you will find your goal. And then we have a book, and then you might be connected to the mage guild or to the church or whatever, but you can't force it. So if you want to stay out of any clutches, because I can imagine corruption or even good intent binding you to a certain place. If you want to avoid that, then I'm with you all the way. It's
Thank you,
just
Bowen.
that easy.
Those words mean a lot to me. And Quintus, I know that our discussion got a bit heated back in the mine, and I do understand that you feel the need to report, and I will not try to stop you, although I might not like it. But I do ask you to not be hasty about it. Think about it. Don't be too hasty, because it might influence me personally in a way that I described before.
Yeah, and to add to that, Quintus, all those epic tales in the divine books, they are about people finding their own way, and not they are not about people living in a chamber in a church or in a cloister or anything, and while they are doing nothing, and they are somehow well. The great stories never happen to that kind of people. They're always on the road, and danger appears in these kinds of stories when zealous people try to impose their good ideas on them. Right?
Okay, this actually makes Quintus think for the first time since the whole thing happened in the tunnels. Damn,
Oddly, he's looking quite impressed with
yeah,
everything.
you
that
don't
Bowen
even
is
have
saying.
to roll.
So am I actually.
Yeah.
I'm not even there.
I'm glad this is all being recorded.
Yeah.
You don't
Also,
have to roll a persuasion to me. Okay, so Quintus thinks about this a moment, and he says, "Brother Bowen, you might be right.
Here,
I will
there you go.
I will postpone my.
Someone flip it.
I will postpone my report to the church, but I do think that we need to watch out for the Mages Guild. Because
of course,
if
they
they
are in
enter
the
these
same.
chambers, they might use them for their own.
But if these mages guild people are so terrifying, because I feel like I don't know them, and I know that using magic can make you very powerful, and obviously this person that you know has a lot of magic because you speak in high reference of her, and you don't always do that to everyone.
If you would imagine magic being divided into, let's say, levels, I would estimate her being able to float around maybe the level 8 or 9. Oh, never mind.
Out of 10.
No, but it's but hearing that, I think then wouldn't it be better to actually keep them close, friendly, and possible allies after everything we went through? Because I'm getting like really bad vibes about these people, and I don't know if that's necessary or not.
I don't think, as Aldrich already said, they aren't actually evil. They might just be, how do you say?
But what is like? I don't even want to go into a discussion because this word evil flies around a lot, and
Yeah.
for me, evil is in small and little things and in very big gestures, and
I don't
it
think
really
they're
depends on
evil.
the situation, right?
Yeah, I don't think they're evil, but I think they have their own agenda, and with mages, yeah, the agenda can be catastrophic if they if they abuse power, or if they find power and don't know what to do with it.
It's like
For me,
what they say. It's like the road to the void is paved with good intentions.
Great saying.
It's like that.
But Quintus, and I understand that this is difficult for you and does not doesn't go for you and Bowen. But for me, there is no difference between the Mage Guild or the Church. They are both two very powerful factions with their own agendas. right?
Mhm.
So I also don't. The Mage Guild would try to use me maybe even more.
What do they
We don't
believe in?
know, but there's risks and it is dangerous, and I don't know what to tell them. And I'll honestly tell you all that I don't know what to do.
Oddly, what do they believe in? What is their not goal, but their driving force?
I mean,
Like
the
for,
Guild of Mages is mostly of individuals. So,
but are they driven by individuality or by power or by a common cause to understand something or
the search for knowledge and especially arcane knowledge will always be the highest goal, and they will all strive for that. Uh, but any mage might have their own agenda within that, or their own reason, or their own specific specialization in which they are trying to obtain that knowledge.
Yeah.
Some are more interested in history, and others are more interested in trying to divine what will happen in the future. There's mages that are very much trying to influence the now because they
are they
think that
also
they see.
are they also trying to solve the whole wounds problem, the problem of the wounds of the world?
I think that might be on the agenda for some mages, for sure. I don't know if that's I don't necessarily think that that is a goal for the entire mage guild, but I am pretty sure that a lot of mages are really interested in the wounds and will absolutely try to understand what's going on there. Some might examine it and try to understand it to be able to stop it, and others might want to use that corrupting power and make it their own, maybe, and do other things with it. We don't know.
That's exactly the trouble that I have with mages. There's no unified goal, there's no unified thought, there's
Yeah.
no unified
I think that
principle.
Oddleif just made it clear that the church might have different goals as well, even under a unified ID. And the other thing
Yes.
that Oddleif was saying, sorry, that you were saying, Oddleif, for some reason I'm going into the third person every time I talk about you. Anyway, what you were saying is that we might not agree on this point of view with you, that these things are the same, but I actually do, but from just one point of view.
Hmm.
And so the point of view where they might both be a threat in certain situations, I totally agree with you.
No, I
Yes.
disagree on the church part, but I don't think we will agree upon that. So let's agree to disagree on that. I can
But
vouch
you
for
will
the
not
church.
agree to the fact that I could lose my freedom even within the church if they find out what I am or can do.
What?
Don't you think it will influence my life, whether it be in your eyes for the good, being carried on hands or praised and protected and held in a place of honor with all the gold that I would like or whatever?
I think that by the time that you have finished your, well, let's call it soul searching or your finding your purpose, you will be above that and you will be an inspiration to the church. And I think you wouldn't be bothered by people praising you, but that would be at the end of your journey.
Yes, but do you think I would be able to make that journey? That's the concern. That I don't
Why would
think
you
that
not
they
be
will
able
allow
to make?
me to take that journey.
Do you let yourself be allowed to be taken? Like if they say we now summon you to what's the place called, Holderon, and you need to stay there because we want to study you. Are you going to say, of course, or are you going to say, sorry, but I have business? So good day to you, sir, and let's meet again.
Yes, I have seen too many people disappear or just house arrested within the court, or to know that
I think that we
You
what we
can't
are
deny
experiencing
a-
here, Old Leaf, is a certain amount of naivety
yes.
in
Yes.
solving, and a lack of imagination or logic in Quintus, or both, actually. So,
What?
and so this discussion might go on for a while.
No,
Yes, I was just
I'm
I was
sorry,
just
Bowen.
going
I'm
I
sorry,
was just
Bowen, but
going to say that this that
no,
we are
I won't accept that. Like, if you say that you want to go on your journey, and if they say that they're going to house arrest you, then we'll go.
Yeah, but that's not how it works, because
no,
they
that's
can
not how it
imprison
works,
you or
because
so.
they're very powerful and they have the power of an entire nation behind
Okay,
them.
so
if they want to.
okay. No, then
So
I
it's very
missed,
beautiful
Or a
that
church,
doesn't
or a
happen in
nation.
your culture, but
the both of you. I thought that you would make your own choices and that you would even be ready to die to obtain freedom. But apparently,
Sure.
if they say this is going to happen, then you'll just oblige. After everything we went through, I really had another idea about you.
That's
We will
not
not
that's
oblige,
not what
but
I that is not what I said. I said we can run, we can hide, but they will find us and they will.
I am not convinced at all. I am
Okay.
convinced that they are powerful. I am convinced that there are methods to it, but we've been to other worlds. I live on a
know.
continent where I have never ever seen someone from the Mage Guild, so there are places that we
Wait,
can go.
there are mages in your culture, though.
In my culture, yes, but not Mage Guild.
No, not from this
guys
culture.
from
Solving.
here.
You just mentioned the other worlds, which actually gave me an idea.
Wait.
But no, okay.
Wait.
But I want to, because I know what you're trying to do, and I
Yeah.
want to wrap this discussion before we go to break. Otherwise, we are just going to start
but-
again after the break. So for now, I think I don't know what to do, but I think that a first step is that I do want to trust somebody with the story, and I think that we could trust the master here in a way, because he is an individual who has been living here for a while. He might even have some advice on all of this. And yeah, so I would just suggest we talk with him, and then we have more information maybe, and then we can make a better decision on what to do tonight.
sure. I'm looking forward to that conversation.
Yes.
With the Rune Master.
No, with her.
Both of them.
Oh,
I'm going to ask her
mean,
about spells.
yeah, okay, but I mean, one thing we could do is just get out of here. We can have that conversation. Just throwing it out there. But okay, let's throw the break.
Yes, I'm trying that for 25 minutes or something. I need to go to the bathroom really bad. No, we're gonna take a short break. We'll be back in 5 minutes. And meanwhile, enjoy the music of Stone Golem, awesome band. Check them out at stonegolem.nl or on Spotify or I don't know. Everything.
YouTube,
Just
Spotify,
just check them out. They're
Bandcamp.
awesome.
Check it out.
All of them. But yeah, we'll be back in 5 soon.
Bye-bye.
See you soon.
Bye.
When the waves pull you down and you can no longer see. Broken hearts lead a trail to a land of shattered dreams, or so it seems. The days are passing by. We've been everywhere, we've been so high. Through the laughs, through the tears, through everything that we feared. But you're not here anymore. Deep down, I know you're still the same. What if I've been there for all these years I've been away? The only one, my oldest friend. Shall we ever understand? No one can tell. Now it's time to say farewell.
And here we are again.
We're back.
You're back?
Yeah, it's the third time today that we're back.
Awesome.
We are the returners. Yeah, so you're sitting there in the back room of his runery, and it's just a ordinary living room. Most furniture is a bit too small for you all because it's dwarven sized. But yeah, Ragmar
soon-
returns with some beverages. Can't
as soon as
remember what you all ordered, but there's something there for everyone except for the wine. There's no wine.
There
as
was
soon as he
ale.
enters the door, I make a very deep bow and I say, "I apologize, Ragmar, for being so insolent. My friends just told me the mistake."
It's no bother. It's fine. Saved my boy, so you're okay in my book.
Thank you. I will try to take things less literal.
No, it was a simple mistake.
But,
So it didn't have to do anything about being literal or not.
Tell me everything. You don't have to actually tell him everything, but you can just say, we tell him everything.
Well, I mean,
Or we leave out this and this part. That's fine, but his apprentice might...
I think that we would probably tell that we found a structure in the mines, and there was some sort of engine that was, overheating, sort of exuding too much. There was an excess of energy that didn't go anywhere, and it went into the crystals, and that's what happened in the mine. And we were able to shut off that engine, or at least sort of restart it to get it back to a normal level. But it does seem to require somebody there to keep an eye on it. And there is a strange magical device that talks and gives instructions and has a lot of knowledge about this world and other things that we do know nothing about. And I think we could say that there is, to add to the importance of this place, that there is a map that keeps track of all the wounds on this world.
Oh. But so, if I understand it all correctly, there was a magical disturbance there that caused crystal growth, but that would also explain why this land is kind of suffused with it, which is kind of how I make my money.
Yes,
Uh,
but we don't know if it seems like the keeper, the person that was responsible for keeping an eye on this engine. Is engine even a word that we know? Is there like steam? Is there
Yeah,
sort
yeah,
of
yeah, yeah.
steam?
There's,
Right. Okay. So engine is a steam. There's steam technology. Okay.
Yeah, it's Reggie, the capital of the gnomes, is known for its weird steam machinery.
Yeah. Okay. So the person that was responsible for keeping an eye on this engine had an accident a few days ago, and that's when the problem started in the mine. And with an accident, I mean that he died. I'm sorry, that sounds terrible. But Oddleif actually says that that person had an accident and died, and that's when the engine went berserk and problems started.
yeah, so
Okay, but-
nothing to worry about anymore. That's the good part.
But you mentioned that there was no one now that is actually operating that engine.
No.
Helder is suspiciously quiet during this part of the conversation. I mean, he chimed in on everything else you told, but now that this is brought up, he seems very withdrawn.
Felder
into
will do
himself.
it.
Elder will do what?
Aye.
What?
Yeah, we kind of discussed it with him. I think it's a good idea.
What Bowen means is that Elder volunteered to maybe take the place of the previous watcher and keep an eye on the engine.
This true, boy? Well,
Boy.
yeah, kinda. I think we can both learn a lot from it, maybe, and it's only for a month or 3.
And he says that he has means of communicating with us, or at least sending a message whenever he needs us or anything.
Wait, but does that mean he has to be locked in there?
Yes.
In that weird place?
Yes.
Food stuff.
It seems to be very well provisioned.
I don't know. It sounds dangerous to me.
It is, but it's.
I'm
it's fine.
not saying that it's not dangerous, but the structure itself seems to be safe, but it will attract a lot of attention in the near future, maybe, and also that engine, if it would go berserk again, is obviously dangerous because of the things that we've seen in the mine.
Well, that would kind of be where I am there, right?
Yes, you would be there to make sure that that doesn't happen, and I hope that I've been able to make sure that that doesn't happen soon either.
And Oopsie can help with that, so I should be fine.
Yes, under the guidance of the magical sphere that we were talking about, everything should be.
Did we
Okay.
mention Oopsie as a name?
I did not.
Dungeon
but-
Nope.
Master?
Well, Velder just did, so.
Oh, it's
And you
Felder who
met
said that.
yeah.
Okay, I thought it was Rekmar. Or Rekmar?
Yeah, Rekmar.
Then I understand.
So, yeah, I would like to buy that rack. And, well, if it all goes horribly wrong, I think I can still get out. Need be. Getting in is the hard part.
Yeah, I thought there might even be a loophole there if Oopsie is able to open the door for you. Then maybe Rekmar would be able to leave things in front of the door, and you just open it and take it without actually leaving the room. Just a random thought that I had. Might be a loophole with the whole not leaving, being able to leave part.
Yeah.
I need to think about this. I'll have a word with you, boy, in private.
Before you do, I totally understand. This is a very difficult decision for everyone involved. Not only the decision on who is staying there, but also how to deal with this situation in general. And I was just wondering, because it has already attracted attention from the Mage Guild, very high up. I don't know how familiar you are with people in the Mage Guild. I assume that, you are clearly a arcane user of some sort, being able to do what you do.
I am, yes. But I'm not affiliated with any human guild.
No, and I think that's why we were telling
I
you
learned my
every-
trade in Hartford.
Yes. But if you're familiar, Archkineticist Victoria Newspring is here. She is the...
Sounds like a lot of fancy words.
You
Actually
are not
is.
incorrect. But she is one of the close confidants of the Queen of Alderon.
Oh, great.
and that if she takes an special interest in this, then things might become even more complex.
Oddleaf, I do have a question. How did she get here so fast?
Well, a few days ago when the problems first occurred, they already sent for mages.
Yeah, I know.
So there were mages on the way, and then I assume that they might have spells for fast travel.
Then I must have used spells for fast travel, because if I look at the map, it would take at least a couple of days to go to Helderon and a couple of days back. So
I would
Alderaan is
assume
at least a week's travel on horseback, if you can get a ship that departs immediately from Rester.
But maybe Rekmar here would be able to answer the question. But
Yeah, it's clear that she didn't do that.
No.
No one travels that fast, or she would have been in the region, but I suspect she wasn't, seeing as she has all those fancy titles. So the obvious way would be teleportation.
and why
Yeah.
would someone so high up in the court investigate this? Wouldn't they dispatch a lower mage?
that's a very good question. They might be aware of what's underneath the mine, or I mean, I know that she's
I
very
wouldn't be
capable.
surprised if they got some inkling of the magnitude stuff that was happening down there in the mines.
Yeah, could be.
I mean, if your story is to be fully believed, then it was actually world-ending what was happening there. So sending a mage of her caliber
was exactly
would be
the right
the right thing to do.
appropriate response.
Also, it takes a powerful mage to travel that quickly. So if it was an emergency, they kind of have to send a powerful mage.
So it makes sense.
It does. Not that I'm happy with it. I would like.
We have a meeting with her tonight at 8.
Right. Yeah, I won't keep you much longer if that's okay. But I do want to.
Well, I was just saying that we might not be able to make that meeting.
Like that is okay. I understand. But I do want to give you something in return. I know that I promised some minor rune, but if you would tell me your wishes, I'm sure I can make it happen.
Well, if you look in your WhatsApp, you can see our wishes.
I'll check my WhatsApp for a second.
That's most gracious of you. I do. If we are to leave here with haste,
That's
we
the
might
key
have
word.
to. We might have to leave. We might have to bring Velder back to the structure before that.
Easily. Okay.
But are we not going to the meeting? Now I'm completely confused.
I'm still not certain about that either. I think we should just go.
Me too.
Okay. Well, I have already told you that I have no idea how to handle this situation currently with the Archmage or the Archkineticist. I think that if we go to that meeting, we will probably end up telling her everything that we know. And from that point on, it can go anyway.
Okay,
But,
then let's just do the journey.
Because listen, I
but
can
also concerning what you just said. I mean, I remember the conversation that we had like a few hours ago, maybe even less, and depending on who tells the story of what happened, the end results of what happened and how they're going to interpret it will be completely different.
That's a very good point.
So maybe
Because
we can.
I can totally vouch for anything that I will be saying, but I have no control over these two. And I look at Bowen and Quintus and I say, with all the respect.
I was actually just thinking about letting them have the word for the most part, and if something really terrible happens, I can do a distraction.
Look at me, I'm a bird. Oh.
But I think that actually by talking to them, like, you understand how her mind works, and she understands maybe a little bit how yours works. But have we ever understood how our minds work? Like, we come closer and closer, but still Bowen and Quintus and you just surprise me every day with how you interpret things and how you see it.
All three of you do, now that I think of it. This might not be a bad plan.
Yeah, and
I
I'm
kind of
interested.
like it, Solwing.
I'm interested.
Because the story according to you is very different from the story according to me.
What?
Or you.
I think that the most part that I got out of it is bigger balls are cool.
Wait, what?
Where's that coming from?
Somebody clip that.
I think we should pick up Sir Gunther before we go to the conversation.
Oh yeah, he's a character as well.
He's not wrong.
He's not wrong, no.
He might add to the confusion of the conversation.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Quintus.
So you all want to have this meeting then?
Well, I'm now divided, I must say. I can go either way. I think it's a time to be courageous, but every option is the courageous option. And also, in a sort of no, I'm not getting the word right. In a more grander sense, instead of courageous, it might be stupid. Extrapolative? I don't know.
I'm super interested to know more.
Okay.
I don't think we can avoid the Mage's Guild. If you see how fast she travels, then
Yeah, and making an appointment with her and then not showing up, it does not really help for any suspicion that they might have against us.
Well, taking my history with her in account, I think that is totally something that she would expect of Old Leaf, Ravensvanger, to bail out on important meetings. So it wouldn't be too out of character. But before that, while Rekmar is going over the runes with Bowen and Quintus, can I talk to you in private, Solwing?
That's it. Yeah, of course. Want to do
Shall
it
we
in the
do the
sky?
runes first?
Yeah, so while he's working on the runes with Quintus and Bowen, I think I would take Solwing outside.
You want us to say what runes we choose?
Well, yeah. Well, I'll try to show them actually. And what's that? That's wrong. That's wrong. Something went wrong.
oh,
Oh, wow.
Cute.
No.
I didn't see it. I looked away at my other screen, so it's still a surprise for me.
You
whatever
saw
happened.
us doing Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
No, but something else went wrong. I had my Twitch open instead of my Foundry.
if you look closely at the stream, you might find Easter eggs for the next episode of the Precipice.
Yeah, I thought it was 2 episodes ago, but no.
No, these guys are too slow.
I need to turn on this. then it will position. There you go. And Foundry. Let's pull up the world map for coolness sake. Here we
It is
go.
pulled up.
Yeah, for you guys, but not. It should be on stream now too, right? Yeah.
Oh, you call this the world map? Okay.
Yeah, the
Travel
traveling
map.
map already. You can actually see you guys and your destination, Brentwick, right over here. But yeah, let's see. Let's start with Bowen. I gave you a list of runes where you choose from, and I want to know which one you chose.
I want to put a rune on my shield, and it's the rune that makes me move faster. So I guess it's speed instead of haste. The one that gives me plus 5 feet of movement.
For your shield.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I do say armor. I always thought of shield as weaponry, but okay, fine. It's
Oh,
fine.
okay, yeah. I just thought it already has the Aedon symbol, and now I'm getting it to be more magical.
Oh
the
yeah,
way I
okay,
think.
then sure. Right, so that's
The Rune of Speed.
this one. Let's see if it's visible on stream. Maybe zoom in a little bit.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, that works, right? Oh no, that thingy doesn't move. That's weird.
Yeah,
Is it readable? Well, it should be readable, right?
I have the Twitch
and
screen
it's gone.
super tiny, so I can't answer that. It's
Yeah.
visible.
Looks awesome.
it's
It
gone.
looks awesome.
Yeah, that's
it
the
is.
one.
Yeah.
So I put that
Okay,
on my
cool.
shield, and it increases my speed. I think that's fitting for somebody who wants to run into combat as a
Awesome.
Yeah.
mage.
That would give you a speed of 35, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Nice. Speed is always really good.
Yeah.
It is.
And solving. Which one do you choose?
Well, I did not choose
Oh.
anyone yet, but this was one of my my contenders, and I think I'm going to go for. Let me just pronounce it right. The Rune of Stunning,
Rune of Stunning.
and then as a weapon focus. So I if it's possible, then I want it on my leaf blades. I think that would be the place to do it.
And if I show it, this one.
All right. Doubling down on the
Yeah.
stun actions.
That's
So
exactly what I was thinking. Like,
what it does for those that can't read it is when he scores a critical hit, the target is also stunned until the end of his next turn.
No save.
No save. Automatic stun. I
Awesome.
do have to warn you that some more boss-like enemies might be immune to those kind of hacks.
yeah, I was imagining that as well, and I thought, but they're all cool, and I couldn't choose, and now
Are they all
I'm
cool
on
or are
top,
they all cool?
and
Oh,
I
cool.
thought
Yeah.
like, let's
Oh,
let's
so
go.
cool.
And Eric.
Yes, I chose the Rune of Aedon, which can convert one unwilling, oddly.
Yeah, so that's where is it?
Fear. It's the Rune of Fear.
in lacking that, I also
When you
chose
roll
the
a
Rune of
critical hit, the
Stunning.
target becomes frightened.
Yeah, and in lacking that, I also chose the Rune of Stunning for my sword.
Nice.
My greatsword.
So I can show it again, but it's the same one.
All right.
More stunning.
We both look stunning there.
And Altif?
It was a very difficult decision. They're all awesome and they have so many cool abilities. But I quickly thought about I probably want something that I can use in defense. So there were clear abilities that helped when you're attacking. You can become stronger with the critical hits. You get extras while attacking and when things go well. We're assuming things go well if you roll the critical. The other one was if your health drops below 50%. So I thought that was more interesting for me when things get rough, that I would have an out. And there were a couple of options, but I think for me the only logical option is to go with the Rune of Haste.
Oh, okay.
Because I either would want to get out of there, or I would want to be able to, double my actions for some other reason.
Yeah, and you want to affix that to your armor, or?
I want to fix it to brooch, the clasp that is holding my cloak.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so what it does is that when you drop below 50% HP, then you get haste for 1 turn.
Yes. So at the very least, I can take a disengage action and get the hell out of there. Under other circumstances, I might be able to cast some protective spell, heal, or whatever, do something to get myself.
Also add it to the Verdant Muse, if you wanted to.
Sure.
Yeah, does that work?
Yeah, because the solving is doing the same.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Then I'm doing that, and it's just becomes one more powerful magic item.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I've thought about the Aedon symbol and enhancing it with runic. Although it wasn't a magic item, but makes it more,
You have a crappy buckler shield that somebody drew an Aedon symbol on. You are.
I'm going to say this only once. Fuck you.
We'll be adding that effect to this one then. Cool.
Also, just a question: if we add a rune to an item, say let's say a sword or a weapon, does it make the sword or armor magical?
Yes.
Awesome.
As in, it can be detected with detect magic and stuff like that.
But does it?
But it doesn't do magic. No, it doesn't overcome. It doesn't do any magical damage.
Oh, okay.
It becomes a magical item, but it doesn't do magical damage.
Okay, so yeah. Okay. So
I think there's a 5th edition exception to that, Rocher, but I don't know for certain.
I don't really care.
Okay. As well.
I'm sure there is. I don't know. To be fair, I don't usually do stuff like resistance unless it's magical or stuff like that. It's wouldn't worry too much about it. If I do resistance to damage types, I do it. Yeah. Not with magic, but with elements.
Only if you're playing like a rogue and you can only sneak attack one specific, you can do one specific thing, and then you continuously get enemies where you cannot use that one specific.
Yeah, but that's 3rd edition there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
all the undead.
So those are
old frustrations. No.
Your rewards, people.
Also
cool.
Them.
Awesome.
Love it.
Thank you so much. And of course, Rekmar as well. Most gracious.
I'm moving around really fast for the chamber.
I thought about that one too. But
I thought about that one too, but I have Aegis to propel me towards battle. So
yeah. I don't need to be anywhere particularly fast. I have wings to get where I want to go anyway. So. But it would have improved my flight speed somewhat, which would have been nice.
I suddenly realized something, Roger. Could I switch it to put it on my Baruch? Because then my other form might have it as well.
Ooh, that's smart.
That is true, but no, you can't. It's too late now. You let go of the chess piece, and no, it's fine. It's fine.
Yeah.
Cool. So
I feel a bit sad at the same time. No, but Bowen wouldn't do that. He would put it on the shield. No, he would put it on the shield. Yeah.
But you can go a bit now.
But do it.
Come on, you see us put it on our magic items as well.
Yeah, and it's also like think about that. If you're ever going to switch gear or anything, then you're going to lose the rune unless it's on something that you're probably going to have.
When Bowen is looking at this shield, like, should I do it? I walk over and I say, I think the person who drew the symbol on here only drew 7 points instead of 8 points.
I start counting, but getting confused. Yeah. Okay, I'll put it on the broom. It's sad about it. But...
It's fine. It's fine.
It's my head
Maybe
canon
you
now.
see the others do the same thing with their gifts from Urda, and you think, okay, maybe that's the way it should be done.
Yeah. Super
I'm so
broom.
sad I have no gift from Uda.
No, you died.
There you go.
Wow, so harsh.
Yeah,
I
that's
didn't-
true.
Well, you died.
Died.
No.
He had a really cool gift. I
Yeah.
spent hours
The
working
only
on
thing
this
you
magic
needed
item.
to do was not die.
Yeah. The poison
So while
vial.
this is going on, I tried to take Soulwing aside.
You want to talk in the air?
Oh wait. What's this?
Yeah, I think yes. Sure.
Yeah, it would be lovely to have a conversation while flying for a change.
All right. I step outside and two big black wings unfold from my back, and I jump into the air and go up. I'm not as fast as you.
No, I'm doing it really chill. I'm letting you determine the pace since you wanted to talk to me. So,
But we are just, I mean, it's not really a conversation that we would have flying in the air with all the wind and everything. So let's just fly to a place where there is, I don't know, maybe some.
are you expressing your thoughts, or are you actually saying this?
I am saying this. Let's fly to a cliff or something, and
Okay, I'm
a nice
follow
view.
me. Follow me for a little bit. First, we go against the wind, and then we turn and we glide. So you won't have that rush of wind past your ears, and then we can talk smoothly. That's how we always do it.
All
If
right.
there's serious conversation to be had.
I do think that my time is almost up, though. With my wings, it seems to be something that.
About the discussion.
Okay. No, I didn't get that. Then let's land there.
Yeah. So once we land, and my wings are still there, and I say, "You gave me an idea or a possible out for myself when things would get really tough, and I was wondering, do you still have the shard on you?"
Yes, I do. No, I don't. Like, out of character, there's differentiation of opinions about this subject. But let's say that majority vote, yes, I still have the shard.
Where else would it be though?
With Thomas.
Oh
So-
no. No. That's,
No.
Let's not go there. That's
No,
not a bridge we want to cross.
no, you have the shard.
I have the shard, yes.
It is canon now.
Yes.
Thanks. Yes.
I know that I have not proven myself to be trustworthy with it the first time when I had it. In my desire to find out what it was,
Oddleaf, are you hinting at that you want to use the shard to escape to that nightmare place if things get real bad?
yes, that's exactly what I'm suggesting. Because
Well-
I have found a way out there, at least in that one church, there was a stone that could bring me back to this world. And then I would, if I understand correctly, would be back in Brester. Was it Brester? Do I
It
get...
was.
So-
It was.
So is your suggestion that I give you the shard?
Yes, that's what I would ask.
May I make a counter proposal?
Yes.
because I do not want to, to step on the trust of the people that said I needed to keep the shard after what happened, and I do trust you. But what do you say that I take place next to you, and if you give me a single, just think of something that would be a good signal in that situation.
Oh, the lady. Oh,
That seems like a very good single.
Yeah.
And
Could be a hit single. Sorry.
but if you give me the signal, then we both go, so that we both might get out.
Yes, for tonight's meeting, or yes, that I would like that. I'm just worried about those times when maybe you will not be there by my side.
But we're just going to have like a meeting, right?
Yeah, tonight. Tonight we will
Yes.
just have a meeting.
Please do that.
But
in the
things,
meeting, please.
but things might get out of hand soon if people start acting rashly. I mean, just saying, if they would decide to arrest somebody, they might have you in chains arrested and brought off before you can even blink your eyes.
Well, my goal for this meeting is having it, uncover some information, and then make very clear that we have business in Brentwick, so that we need to leave. the
Okay.
next day. And if they decide to actually start arresting us or anything, then I will still be by your side. I will open up the package and we will both go into the mirror or the glass
Okay.
and escape. Because I'm not letting you do that alone again.
I don't want to do it alone again. I don't want to do it at all, but it is. And you actually gave me this idea where you were talking about the other worlds. We literally have a way to travel to another world. So we literally have a way to.
No, I was getting to that, Ro. Just you should have given it like 5 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure as hell gonna drag Bowen and Quintus with me when I go to that hell place. I'm not facing hell alone. Taking them with
But
me.
I also let's also tell them before we go to the meeting so that they also have a chance to follow us.
Yeah, all right. Sure.
But I think it's a good idea. Like it's if need be, that's exactly what I was talking about. We have
Okay.
other ways to escape.
Yeah, but think about it. There might be a time where I need to. I'm called to some place alone, and I might need it.
Then you take me as your bodyguard, or how do you call that in royalty? The guy that always follows you around to carry your stuff.
A manservant.
That thing. Yeah.
A bit more.
I think he needs a retinue, but okay.
Yeah.
Whipping boy.
Altleaf doesn't know about retinues. She does know about serving girls.
Oh, okay, but
and serving girls.
Then I will follow you like that.
And just serving
I
people
will
in
not
general.
leave you alone with her.
Okay.
Unless
well,
you explicitly tell me like to do that.
bitch boy.
It's an official title, of course.
Somebody bunked the president.
Come on, bitch boy.
That doesn't work. You're lucky. The whipping boy. Anyway, let's go back. And as soon as I look behind me, I can see there's still a pair of wings. I think. Right? Is that
Let's
not
go
what
with yes, because otherwise it's gonna be very hard for you to get back to the city.
I can't. It's so long ago that I can't remember what if we discussed any timing thing or if it was just.
I think you can take flight for only a minute a day. but you can summon the wings whenever you want. You only have the stamina to use them for a minute a day.
No. The actual rule, no. I had fly and wings always. I could use the radiant damage and stuff for 1 minute.
Yeah, I
I'm
think so
pretty
as well. I
sure-
think that was
Yeah.
the whole idea.
That's what you
I'm
split
reading,
up, that's
it's on
the
stream
idea.
now. You can read along with me. You can use your actions. Aedon
Oh.
Soul.
I'll be reading with you.
Aedonite Wings. As a bonus action, you can sprout 2 black feathery wings. The wings last until you dismiss them as a bonus action, or until you lose consciousness, at which point the wings disappear. As long as your wings are after you get flying speed. Yeah, you can do it as long as you want.
So the wings are still there, and maybe I am an Aedonite, I say with a sort of slight smile, and I jump off the cliff and fly back towards the city.
Oh, yes, you are, I say as I follow you. Like, if I'm a Solarite, then you must be an Aedonite.
What's the average speed of
What
a
a pair we
Aedonite?
An unladen Aedonite.
What's the average speed of an unladen Aedonite?
make. Is that the West Indian Aedonite?
Also, what's your favorite color? Blue, no red. Yeah, so you reconvene at the runery.
So, are we going to this meeting? Because if we do, let's go.
Yes, we are going to this meeting.
Well,
And
you're
I
gonna
think-
pick up Gunther first, have some dinner, wait until it's
Yeah.
8 o'clock, and then you go to the meeting.
And I inform both Quintus, Bowen, and Gunther, actually, because he's now with us as well,
Is he-
that we have a secret plan to
Ah,
escape.
where am I?
Sorry. Let us speak. Let us speak.
No, we have a secret plan to escape.
Okay.
So if everything really goes bad, we will use the shard to get away.
Oh, was the shard I mentioned, Quintus, which was a secret.
Okay, and the shard will take us to.
An actual nightmare. Because that's
But
way
that's
better
not
than
what
dealing with an
Solwing says.
archmage.
Solwing says another world.
Another world.
Yeah, where doorknobs have teeth.
I had other plans, but
Go to
seeing
windows.
as
Yeah, but doorknobs are so much cuter.
so,
Is this conversation held before Sir Gunther, or
No, let's put it all into order. You say your goodbyes to Mardal and or Rekmar and Valder, promising them that you'll return in the morning to send, or yeah, if he made up his mind to send Valder off to the listening post. Then you head back to the inn. Insert name
Meet
here.
up with Gunther.
And meet up with Gunther. It's a dwarven
Yeah.
inn, if I'm not mistaken. And then you have you eat some dinner and prepare to go to talk to Lady Newsring. Right?
Yeah, but so when we are at the table after dinner, we talk. You're saying this, right, Solwing?
Great.
all right.
Yeah, but in a more
Let's assume that we talk to Gunther about the things that have happened. We trust
Yeah.
Gunther. We basically tell him everything, and right, what
Yeah,
happened.
you leave nothing out with Gunther, right?
There's nothing specific that we leave out. Then I would also mention that I am hesitant to meet with the Archmage because, well,
Of
we
the
don't
things?
know if I'm just scared that if she takes special interest in all this, then I can't make any choices for myself anymore.
Also, Gunther knows who she is.
I
okay?
would assume.
Might have
And
spoken
does
to her a
Gunther-
few times, but
How does Gunther know her? Personally,
Because-
or does he know her for her reputation?
no, that's up to you. I leave that in the middle. It can be both because your Gunther was in some inner circles as well, being a knight of the crown.
Okay. So as soon as you say her name, he says, "Oh, that viper."
Yeah, that makes sense.
Silver tongue, they used to call her.
That's not true.
Well,
But Gunther thinks it's true.
yeah,
Gunther.
Gunther thinks it's- Oddleif raises an eyebrow, like, I don't think that's we're talking about the same person, but she doesn't mention it. She does mention that Solwing came up with a plan, or sort of plan, that if there's ever a need to make a quick escape, that we could always. And I want to make this very, very clear. We never want to use it ever, ever, ever.
No.
But in that instance where our lives depend on it, and it's then maybe and this is really our only way of escape, then we might use the shard to escape to another place.
Okay.
But for me, that's not something that is an issue for this evening. Like, I'm not afraid of something happening this evening where we would need it. I'm just saying in general.
Yes.
Do you think we can use it safely?
No.
No, I cannot. I cannot even say where we will end up, and I cannot say for certain if I can take us to the same place where I left the last time. Also, I cannot even say for certain whether that place where I left last time is still a place where you can actually leave the world. It
Wait,
is
will I be
something
there?
that we really don't want to do.
That's a good question.
That is also something that I cannot say for certain. There are a lot of uncertainties, but I'm again saying this in the case where all hope is lost and there is no other way out of a terrible, terrible situation, then all the uncertainties might be preferable to the thing that we are facing that time.
So to
Seems
get
a little
out of
bit
a
like-
horrible, horrible situation, make it worse.
No, it's more like choosing between certain death or escaping from hell.
Sir Gunther says this is a terrible idea, but
It is. But
I
I hope you
like it.
understand what I'm saying. That it is a terrible idea, and it is the most terrible idea, and it's awful, and we don't want to use it ever, ever, ever.
And that's why we made a safe word.
It's
Did
what's
we?
the safe words? Can you teach me?
With
I'm
big
not,
boys.
I'm not escaping.
I thought it was all single ladies.
But it was a little bit like, oh, single ladies.
Yeah.
Right?
Put your
Probably.
hands up, Bo.
Yeah, it's just so
I have to
surprising.
turn my
Nobody-
hands like left.
I just see
Right?
a meeting. There's a meeting and maybe tonight's meeting and things and it's like they say, oddly, if I would really like you to come back to Alderaan and maybe spend time with us and why does this start singing?
Hey,
Anyway,
here's a question though. How are you guys for time? Do you have early morning stuff like that? Because
I do have
I
an
don't
early
mind
morning.
doing this conversation today, but we might have to postpone it to next session.
Might be an idea to postpone it to next session, but I don't know how you guys think about it.
well, I have a serious case of FOMO, so I will always be here as long as the cameras are rolling. So I'm not going to go away.
but when reason prevails, what would you say?
I say next session. I just had 3 migraines last 2 weeks, so I'm not daring to push it to push my luck
Oh.
this time.
That's absolutely.
I'm filled with adrenaline right now, but I know that I'm going to crash from this post
That's fair enough.
crown
It's,
thing. Yeah, I would so gladly continue this forever.
yeah, but I mean, we have had some issues. That's why we weren't online for a long time, and some of us are still feeling some after effects. So I understand that it's no problem at all. That's why I bring it up. It's just be honest with yourself, and
Yeah.
there'll be no FOMO. For
Yeah,
any
and
of
it's
you.
better because
You're
then
not
there's
gonna miss anything.
no, but it's better too because like for me also I could use a good night's sleep, but next to that, this conversation is one that will take us over like 12:30 probably if we do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh,
You
let's.
guys are not known for your short and to the
No,
point conversations.
Oh, should we?
Especially
start
because
next
Quintus and
session-
I are going to lead the conversation, as I understood. So
Yeah.
It's gonna be awesome.
Should we
It's gonna be
start?
horrible.
Yeah, should we start next session directly in the conversation because we already know what we are going to do and where we are going?
Yeah, as long as it's set up correctly, then I don't mind doing that.
Awesome. Okay.
go
Bowen,
to
So
the-
set it up correctly.
Yeah, let's
Oh,
set
okay,
it up
no,
right now.
it's on me. I think no. I'm not sure who is on the recap next time.
I think
I think I am.
I think so too.
I think we can just recap it up to this point, and then give you all the
I get free reign as a DM. That's
free
nice.
reign to railroad us through the dinner meeting
I
until
can
we
just
sit
skip
in
ahead
front
as
of,
well. That's
sit
because
in
I've
front of
stuff
the
prepared.
archmage.
for months now, literally. I
And-
still haven't been able to use it.
And out of
No, it's
character,
fine.
keep that glass shard handy, please.
yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
As a
Really
player.
love the idea, man.
Eric, I might need some new art assets.
That will not be a problem if we go to the other realm. Then I'll be glad to do it.
Yeah. I wonder if I can ever drive you guys into such a situation where you think it's gonna be better to go to that realm.
I
than-
definitely feel like it should be one of your life goals now to see if you can
I think it's
come
really
up with a
easy.
situation. Also, do not underestimate the will of Oddleaf and Bowen to step through it just for science sake.
Yeah, true. But it is, apart from a certain one shot we did, you are Oddleaf the only one that actually experienced what's
Yeah,
like
and all
that.
jokes aside, Oddleaf is not. She really doesn't want to go there, but she also wants to go there because there might still be someone there that she might want to save, and so there's all sorts of
Panic.
emotions involved there. But she really does not want to go there. Obviously, she was scared out of her mind in that case, with good reason.
I'll just start the next session with this conversation with. So you are this Viper everybody keeps talking about. She Oddleaf and Gunther.
Oddleaf never said that. That would be lying.
Gunther said it.
The Gunther
Yes.
said it.
Gunther
And
said
he's
that.
old and senile, so what does he know?
Yeah. Where am I? Who are you?
Who are you?
Oh, Viper!
Back to the shadows.
No, but I guess that's it for this session. It's a bit of a not a very cliffhangery ending, but well, a little
I
bit.
feel like we're on a cliffhanger.
Yeah,
because
you're
I really
on
don't
the
want
cusp of
to.
something special, maybe.
I really want, as a player, I really want to go to that conversation, but Oddleaf really doesn't want
As
to go to that
DM,
conversation.
I do too.
But it's going
I
to
was
be
very
awesome.
much looking forward to that conversation. And when you guys earlier said, "Yeah, we could just run away," I thought, "Ah, please don't." But hey, you did it. Nice.
It is an option.
It is still an
that
option.
was a great option as well.
Yeah. If in
Just
the
disappear
next
in the
couple of
night.
weeks you change your minds, then please let me know in advance. But
No.
yeah, if you do
we're
it,
doing
that's
this
fine as well.
No, we're doing this conversation.
we're doing
we have
this
decided
conversation.
this right now. That is what we're doing.
I
Jim does
am-
the Jin does the recap, and you lead us into the conversation.
Yes.
I am very much looking forward to that, and I hope you guys are all as well. And same goes for chat and anyone who might be viewing us on the YouTubes. So we'll be back in 2 weeks with Precipice of Dreams. Tomorrow we'll have a map drawing session with
We'll be
Jasper.
redrawing the Wave Echo Cave.
And next Monday, Jasper will not be there
Present.
for the
That's
City
the Outlaws.
Outlaws, but a lot of other awesome people like this side, Michelle and Eric and Ash and
Ash will be there from the
maybe
Fireside
even
Portal.
Shanks.
Maybe DM Shanks will be there from
doesn't
Top
know
Down
yet.
Tabletop. And I'm also just going to try and see if I can get some other cool people to join in.
cool people are always nice to have.
And cool.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Awesome.
cool people are cool. That is very true.
They are also
You heard
always
it here
cool.
first.
Cool people are cool.
The Tuesday after that, there won't be a talking void with me and Jasper. Again, for some reason. It's getting awkward now because
Hiding behind the mic.
exactly. Ever since Jasper realized that I would be his next guest, he has been canceling the show repeatedly.
Shall we
And I'm
start a
starting
road
to try
show,
to take it
Roger?
personally.
Can we just
But
go
the
live
topic-
with like chalking Boyd or something?
Talking void, and the only thing
And then
to
do a
talk about Jasper
yeah for like an hour,
for like
for
an
like
hour.
3 hours.
That sounds like a good idea.
While
But the next Talking Void with Roger, the topic will be, what do you think of the 5.5 edition that's coming up?
I have opinion.
I'm certain you do.
No, but
That's
that's
gonna
not the
be-
question though, right? What are your hopes or dreams for?
Yeah. What are your
okay.
expectations? Yeah. That's for the 5.5.
I
edition
just
of
have hopes
Dungeons
and
Dragons.
dreams. I don't have any expectations.
Nice.
And then boy.
Correct answer.
But yeah, that's.
I think you've answered the question now, so that's
Yeah,
you
I
don't
know.
have to do that stream anymore.
Yeah.
I
But
have.
that's us the next couple of weeks, and we hope to see you all back in good health 2 weeks from now for the Precipice of Dreams, where we're having a very interesting conversation, maybe,
Yes.
or everything goes to hell.
Awesome.
Could be
I
both.
think
Looking
besides our
forward.
regular streams, also we might just in the future go online randomly if one of us feels like it. Jasper has done his map drawing streams every once in a while when we felt like it. I might start one of the video games, so keep your eye out on that as well. But our regular streams will be Mondays and Tuesdays.
Yeah, we could even co-op Final Fantasy maybe sometime. Like if you do your first dungeons or stuff like that.
Due diligence.
I know.
Not be a noob. I'm not allowed to join you. when I'm
There's
a
no
noob.
noobs. There's only Sprouts. You're Sprout. And it's adorable.
I will tell
We
you,
love the
I'm
Sprouts.
a level 15. No. Okay.
No. But yeah. Thanks
Thank you,
for
everyone.
watching. And we hope you had a great time. We did. And we hope to see you all soon.
And does anyone
Soon.
have a raid suggestion?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We should rate someone.
I saw Band of Badgers is live.
Yeah, Band of Badgers and Skull for Initiative. But is anyone from our community live right now?
No, I don't think they are.
Yeah, Marquee Gaming is live. Oh, that's it. Yeah. So they're also in the group with Top Down Tabletop.
Yeah. I need
Name drop.
specific,
So that is I
spelling.
will wait.
And we should.
See you
let's-
soon, chat. It's always so strange to go on a raid and then not finishing anything.
No. This is what we do. We finish and Roger
we take
starts
our
the-
whole chat and we dump them
Yeah,
somewhere else.
but we now
While
we're
we go drink
doing
coffee
the technical
and,
stuff.
Yeah, in the future, I know that I can do this from my account since I'm moderator. So
time to take that away then.
I just want to
Thanks for being here, everybody. Thanks, Esther.
Yeah, thanks
Yeah,
everyone
thank
for
you all.
watching.
Thanks,
We'll be waiting
Jizzy.
on
Thanks,
Michelle.
Mia.
Okay.
Oh yeah, and thanks
Oh,
again, Jesse,
Thanks.
for fixing the stream. You really did it. It's awesome.
All right.
I do
And I-
think that
and I- and I
Gabriel's
just like
designs
to-
has to be mentioned here.
True.
For all the
Yes.
input.
And I'd like to share the first New Year's cacao with you all.
Oh yes.
Oh.
Also, but we still have to go to.
Yeah.
Oh.
What should we say in chat?
Greetings from the void.
Yeah,
Just
that's right.
copy paste that message.
Gerd. Stuff is going
Okay.
Ooh, there we go.
Goodbye.
See you later.
Bye.
And here is the still old outro. Bye bye.
Cacao.